They're here. They're finally here. Oh, yes. Ooh, I waited so long for these, but they're finally here. Oh, just look how nice these look. Ooh, yeah. Look at these knobs. It's crazy. Woo. Let's take a look at these. Big difference or what? Oh my God. That's a huge difference. Let's compare them side to side. Let's see. Oh my God. That's almost embarrassing that I was driving around like that, honestly. It's the same size, but this one looks taller. Oh man. I've waited so long to film this video, but the reason why I wasn't able to do this sooner was because these tires are super expensive. We have a total of 4 35, 12.5, 18 Toyo Open Country MTs for a total price of $1,383 with 40 cents. Now that price might seem pretty cheap, but keep in mind that that doesn't include the install or the balance on the tires. On top of that, that price that you guys saw is wholesale price. And as you guys can see, I own a tire shop, so I have an account with these tire companies and I get these tires at a wholesale price. Majority of you guys watching probably don't have accounts with these tire companies because you guys don't own tire shops. For those of you who have been watching my channel for a while now, you already know this. But for those of you who are new to the channel, let me show you guys around. So as you guys can see, this is my working station here. I got the air compressor, basic tire changer, tire balancer, and then over here I have all my used tires. I got the smallest ones starting at 14 inch, then they go up to 15, 16, all the way up to 24. So not only am I excited to put new tires on my Tacoma, but I'm also excited to show you guys what I do for a living. Before I install the tires, there's one tool that I've really been wanting to get, and I feel like now would be the perfect time to get it. Oh yeah. Perfect. Just what I need. That's exactly what I wanted to spend right now. I love that. I may have a problem here, you guys, because as you can see right there, my Tacoma fits in the garage, but barely by maybe what, an inch and a half. And as you guys saw earlier when I compared these two tires side to side, this one's taller. So I may have a problem here. My Tacoma may not fit in my garage after I install these tires. It's the same tire, same size, same everything, but I didn't realize it was going to be that much of a big difference. Ooh, looks like we got a couple good features here. This jack looks pretty cool, not gonna lie. Alright, so here's the final look. What do you guys think, huh? Not gonna lie, but this jack is so freaking cool. Look at these tires. Super knobby. One thing that I don't like about this jack already is that the tires don't swivel. So if I want to like spin this around, I can't. I have to either lift it or drag it. Compared to this one I can just, move it around like that and it'll spin. Look at this. I can finally lift my truck from the frame. Woo, look at that. Tires in the air. Now before I owned this jack, obviously the other floor jacks that I have, they're not big enough to lift it from the frame. So I would have to lift it from the lower control arm, from this area right here. And every time I would do that, it would look like it was gonna slide out because right here it's curved. And I would be super scared every time I would do like a tire rotation on my truck. But I ain't gotta worry about that no more. Another thing that I feel like people should know is how noisy are these tires? Well, okay, that wasn't too bad. That was not that noisy. And this is what it sounds like on the inside of the Tacoma at highway speeds. Usually the older that a mud terrain tire gets, the noisier it tends to be. And as you saw there, it wasn't that noisy. All right, you guys, I think I've done enough yapping. I think it's time I get to work. And that's how you mount and balance a 35-inch tire. 1 down, 3 to go. So after what seemed like an eternity, I'm finally finished. Now, I'm not gonna show you guys just yet what the Tacoma looks like. One thing I will say though is that this tire machine was definitely not meant for 35-inch tires. It was a struggle to get them on, but your boy knows what he's doing, so I was able to get them done. I could have used this tire changer and this wheel balancer, but I wanted to test my skills with the other machine instead. Here's what the old tires look like. And from the looks of it, you guys, I'm gonna need alignment. So that's the next thing that I'm gonna do is get an alignment, because I think you can tell more on this side. See how it's super worn out from the outside? So if you're looking for somebody to install your 35-inch tires, hit me up. I would love to scratch your rims. Before I show you guys what the Tacoma looks like, here's what it looked like before with the old tires on. And here's what it looks like now with the new tires on. But what do you guys think, huh? Does the Tacoma look better now or what? I think it looks even more aggressive now with these brand new tires. I mean, how could it not, right? Look at this. Oh my God. Woo. You know what's crazy, you guys? Right now that I'm looking at the Tacoma, I'm remembering the time way before I had this truck. Some of you probably don't know this, but before I owned this Tacoma, I used to have a 1996 K1500. It was a Silverado. Yeah, that truck right there. That's the one that I owned before having this truck. And unfortunately, I had to sell it due to some financial problems I was going through at the time. But that truck was so freaking cool. And when I got rid of that truck, I was in the market for a new truck. This was around the time where I got the Tacoma. But I originally had planned on getting that same exact Silverado truck, but in this color. I remember seeing one on Facebook Marketplace for like $7,500, and at that time I only had $5,000. And I remember I messaged the guy and I was like, "Hey, like I'm interested in your truck. Could we, can we get a deal going?" And he had told me, he's like, "Hey, I have somebody on the way right now that's gonna come look at the truck. If he doesn't buy it, I'll sell it to you." And I was super excited. Now the reason why I was gonna get that Silverado was because the Tacoma was way out of my budget. I couldn't afford it at that time, And a couple hours passed by. I kept going back to the listing to see if it was still available, and it was still available. And hours kept going by. The guy never messaged me, so I was starting to lose hope. And then the next day, I checked the listing again, and he had sold the Silverado. I was so sad when I saw that. If I would have gotten that Silverado, I don't think there's no thinking here. Like, I definitely would have never gotten this Tacoma. So it's crazy how things work out. Eventually, I ended up saving a little bit more money, and I ended up finding this one for sale. And I was like, you know what? Let me just go big. And I ended up buying the Tacoma, and here we are now. I did film a couple of videos with that Silverado. If you scroll back, way back to like some of my first videos, you'll see that I made a like ASMR video where I was like running over stuff with the tires, because I actually put new tires on that Silverado. They were the Falcons, the Wild Peaks, and I was like, you know what, the tires are brand new, let's make a video out of them. So I'll link that video down below in the description. That way, if you guys want to check it out, you guys can. But I think that's the only video that I have on my YouTube channel with that truck. Now the real question is, will the Tacoma fit in the garage with the new tires? Let's find out. We're right there. What about right there? Oh, it's gonna fit. Yeah, we're good, guys. I think we're gonna clear it. Barely, but we're gonna clear it. Okay, should be in there. Oh, let's see. Oh, we made it, you guys. We made it. Yee, look at that. Oh my God, that's crazy. But that's pretty much gonna be it for today's video. Thank you for making it to the end. And since you made it to the end, I wanna share with you a little sneak peek preview of what my next Tacoma video is gonna be. Now, I don't wanna say too much, but what I will say is that this mod that I'm gonna be doing on my Tacoma had to be custom made, and it's gonna take about 6 to 8 weeks for me to get. I paid $820 for it, so Let me know what your thoughts are down below in the comments. What do you think it's gonna be? Also, if you guys haven't hit that subscribe button, make sure you do it because we're on the road to 40,000 subscribers. That's honestly insane to say. I never believed that one day I would be saying that, but it's true. I really do appreciate you guys' support. It really does mean a lot to me, and that's what keeps me motivated to keep getting in debt for stuff so I can make videos out of. But until next time, Gooner, we'll see you next video.